now they are trying to use some kind of word, trusteeship. So I was using the word the United Nations colony in West Asia. So the international way, they don't say that this is a colony of, you don't have colony of United Nations, but they say trusteeship, that is colony. That's colony. So, you know what I mean. So you don't trust these people who are involved in international law. They use different terms, but it means the same thing, okay? Now what is happening in Sudan? What is happening in Sudan is same as the Palestine. Who is behind Sudanese thing? It is Israel and UAE and America. They are behind what is in Sudan. And why you do this in Sudan? It is same as in Syria. If there is a part of the resistance, the Americans and the UAE and Israel are there. As far as Syria was concerned, Turkey was there. So we don't know whether Turkey and Saudi Arabia is behind Sudan. You don't see it. Okay? So you have this same genocide thing happening in Sudan. It is same as what is happening in Palestine. And this has to be brought into forward. Now I have always said there is no human rights in Buddhism. Human rights, Buddha is සියලු සත්‍යෝනේ. It is all beings. You don't have human rights. How did the human rights come? When Hitler attacked Britain and he started killing people, all human rights came. Then when the British killed the Sinhalese in Uella, there was no human rights. So these things always have, there is an element of relativity. Now, human rights are used by the Western countries to destroy the resistance. So my personal feeling is that you have to get rid of this concept of human rights. It doesn't mean that you can kill people. දැන් බුද්ධාගමේ තියෙනවනේ බුද්ධාගමේ ඔය උපසම්පදා වෙච්ච හාමුදුරුවන්ට තියෙනවා වෙනම නීති. ඒකේ අනුව දැන් ගහක අත්ත කොලයක්වත් කඩන්න බෑ. හරි. දැන් අපි මං වුණත් ඒ හාමුදුරුවන්ට තියෙනවා පුළුවන් තරම් මං ඒවා පිළිබදින්න බන්නවා. මොකද ඒවා ගිහියන්ටත් වටිනවා ඒක. හොඳේ. අපිට කරන්න බෑ. ඒ කරන්න බෑ. දැන් ගහක අත්තක් කඩනවා නම් ඒක අර පාරට ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා නම් කාර් වලට ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා නම් දැන් මගේ ගෙදර මං සාමාන්‍යයෙන් අතු ටික කපනවා. ඒක කපන්නේ ලයිට් වයර් වලට අර මේ ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් වාල්ට ප්‍රශ්න කපනවා. ඒකට අපි මේ human right කියන බොරු the Buddhists should not accept this concept of human right. We have to take the vinaya of the Upasampada Buddhist priest, and from that we have to develop something. I mean, we can't do everything what the Buddhist priests do. So I am not saying you can kill people or something. We have to get rid of this concept of human rights. If you have human rights, the West will always use human rights. So why is it there is no human rights for Palestinians? Why is it that there is no human rights in Sudan? Why is it no human rights for people in Syria? Especially the Druze people and the Alawites. Why Christians have some human rights? So they are massacring the minorities, especially who are not Sunnis. They are massacring. Even Sunnis, if they are fighting with resistance, because all Sunnis are not part of the Western hegemonstrism. They are not part of the hegemonstrism. So I think any professor can say there is human rights in Buddhism and get 2 points. That's his business. So we should fight for against this concept of human rights. If you have these human rights, you can't liberate your countries. That doesn't mean that I am telling you to kill people. I think we have to go into the vinaya, discipline of the Buddhist priest, Upasampada priest, and we have to develop, even for the lay people, you have to develop certain concepts from there. So I am not saying you can kill people or something. So this question of Sudan, it has come out, but it is not described. So if you take Donald Trump and this UAE are trying to do something else, because in Sudan, they say, people who are familiar with Sudan, that the gold has been, they have been stolen, and the gold is melted away and you can't trace the gold anymore. So certain countries in Middle East, certain so-called countries in West Asia, or we can call Middle East, as far as when it comes to America, it's okay to use the term, it's better to use the colonial term rather than use the West Asia. When you are talking the resistance, we can use the word West Asia, okay? So certain countries in Middle East, they are stealing the gold, and they are working for Israel. They are working for America and Israel. This is the same thing in Syria, same thing in Palestine. It's the same story, it will be different. So I think we have to start a movement against human rights, because as long as the human rights thing is there, that we still always exploit us. They will use human rights to make us weak. I'm not saying you can kill human beings or anything like that. My view is totally different. Human rights came because mainly Hitler attacked Europe and Britain. Otherwise, there should have been human rights in whoever else.